Hi there, I'm back, and today I have another fun DIY recipe for you. This is also another favorite of mine because I love the smell of lavender, and I also have trouble falling asleep frequently enough that it would necessitate the use of something called a pillow spray or a linen spray, but it smells fabulous. You can spray it all over the top of your bed. You can even spray it on your curtains in your bedroom if you want. I spray my pillow and the top sheet, the underside of the top sheet with it, so that I just get a little whiff of it when I'm in bed and first get in there, and it's a nice calming, soft fragrance that helps me get calm, relaxed, and able to fall asleep a little bit easier. So what you're going to need for this is you're going to need a spray bottle. I happen to have a glass one here. If all you can find is plastic, that'll work too. The most important thing is that it's tinted if you can find it. You'll either find them in this deep cobalt blue or in the amber, which is like what the essential oils come in. And what that does is essential oils are very photosensitive to light, which means that they can oxidize very quickly, which is why essential oils always come in these dark bottles. So you want to protect your mixture once you put it together so it doesn't break down and become useless basically over a short period of time. So you could even use, in some stores I've seen, small little stainless steel spray bottles, little mister bottles, which would also work. And that's totally opaque, which is even better because no light's going to get through there. So you're going to need your spray bottle. You're going to need an essential oil of your choice. I happen to love lavender because it is very calming. You don't want to use something really potent that's for more, well, it kind of wakes you up and kind of gives you energy. Things like citrus, like lemon, orange, that sort of thing kind of wakes you up a little bit more. And you're probably going to want to sample a few, and go to a store that sells good quality essential oils, especially, and you want to make sure that they haven't been cut with anything like grapeseed oil, jojoba oil, that sort of thing. You want to make sure it's a pure essential oil so you're getting full strength and a quality product. And see if it actually tells you how it's been extracted. You can see this one says right on here, extraction method, steam distilled from fresh flowering tops. And that it is actually lavender, not a substrate of the lavender family, like lavandin, something like that. You want something good quality. I happen to have a really large bottle of it because I also use this in my laundry. I have those woolies, the wool balls that I like to throw in the dryer. So I add a couple drops to those before drying my load of bed linens or my pajamas and things like that I'd love to have just the faintest scent of lavender on them. Again, it's very soothing and calming. There is also something that I just picked up a week ago that I've been using in my diffuser right next to the bed on my nightstand. Or Acacia makes this. It's called Pillow Potion, which is fantastic. It really helps me get to sleep. This is a blend. It is all oils. It's all essential oils. It's not cut with any of those heavy carrier oils or anything. But these work really well too, but you're going to want to read the ingredients to see just what oils are in them. And hopefully buy any of your oils that you plan to use from a store where they have some testers that you can smell so you have some idea of what you're getting. This particular one has quite a few oils. I'm not going to list them all. I'll just sort of hold it up so that you can see what they are if you want to freeze frame to read it. But halfway down the list is patchouli oil. I like patchouli oil a lot, and I had no idea that it was calming to help you sleep, and it works great. But if you're somebody that you don't like the smell of patchouli, then you're going to want to avoid something like this. But there are blends for sleeping that are made from all kinds of different essential oils. So it's pretty easy to avoid that ingredient if you don't want it. So what I'm going to do today is show you how I make my linen spray. Again, you're going to need the spray bottle, some essential oils. I'm going to use lavender today. You're going to need distilled water, and you don't want to use tap water for this. You do want distilled where all the minerals have been removed. And I'm using 1.25 cups. It all, of course, depends on the size of the bottle that you're using. So you're going to want to, when you bring your bottle home, maybe fill it with water and then drain off, to maybe, I don't know, give yourself a good inch and a half from the top at least. and pour that off, and then measure what's left, because you'll need a little room for the other ingredients, although they're not going to take up a lot of room. You're also going to need some witch hazel. You can also use plain rubbing alcohol for this, if that's all you have, or if that's all you can find. Although if you can find rubbing alcohol, witch hazel is usually right next to it on the shelf of drugstores, Walmart, Target. You know, everybody sells this it's usually in the pharmacy department where you see Band-Aids and Neosporin and things like that. You will need a small funnel for pouring, and you'll also need a tablespoon. So this is how we're going to get started here. Take the top off. You're going to make sure it's cleaned out. Give that a good rinse and wash out, especially if it's brand new. And the first thing you're going to put in here is your, whoopsie, let me move this up because it's down a little hard. A little too hard. Too far down. There. Okay. So the first thing you're going to do is put in 1 tablespoon of your witch hazel. And what this does, this or the alcohol, is what's going to happen if you just put the water in here and your essential oil, the essential oil is going to be floating on the top, and you're not really going to get the benefit no matter how much you shake. What this does is it disperses the essential oil. It kind of breaks it up so it allows it to mix with the water. It's really kind of a cool thing. Okay, and then you're going to put in your essential oil. And you want it pretty concentrated because remember you're mixing it with water, so you want to be able to smell it. So I'm going to put in about 25 drops. 3, 4, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Oh, there. Missed the last one. Okay. And then you're going to take this out briefly. And you can kind of see it down there. And you're just going to give it a good swirl. You could also put like a chopstick in there to stir it up if you want. Or you could even put the top on and shake it. But there's so little in there that swirling it usually does the job. The reason I like witch hazel better than alcohol is it has too strong of a smell. And since I'm putting this on my pillowcase at night, I really don't want to be smelling the alcohol. The first time I made this recipe, I used alcohol, and it really took a long time for that smell to dissipate. So I decided to try the witch hazel instead, and as it turned out, I liked it a lot better. Witch hazel also has an odor, but it's much more faint, and it disappears almost instantly once you add your essential oils. So then you're just going to add your water. Kind of watch the funnel so you don't... There we go. All right. Then you're just going to screw that on nice and tight, and you're going to give it a really good shake. And it's done. That's it. That's your pillow and linen spray. You can see it isn't quite full, but you know, that's okay. You're just, and then you spray as much or as little as you like. Okay. Oh, and it smells so nice. It has just a nice light scent of lavender. So that's why I'm saying you really want to put at least 20, more like 25 to 30 drops of your oil in there. If you're using one of these small bottles that has that controlled dropper on it, you're just going to tilt it, you know, until it's, if you've never used essential oils before, you're just going to tilt it and you'll see the little, or you can even tap it on the bottom until the drops come out. That, or sometimes you just need to shake it to get it started. So, but that is my DIY for the day, lavender, linen, and pillow spray. I hope you give it a try. It's absolutely wonderful. I love it. You could even put something in here if you have, like me, and have sinus problems. If you want to, or you've come down with a cold or the flu, you could make a really small batch just for that time that you're not feeling well. Or if you have allergies, you could put a little eucalyptus and maybe just a drop of peppermint oil in there and shake that up and spray your pillow with that. And it would kind of be like, almost like, you know, kind of like the Vicks Vapor Rub kind of treatment, but it's in your pillowcase, so it's very subtle. Or you could even spray it into a handkerchief and just use that to breathe in whenever you need to clear your nose or your sinuses. So again, I hope this is helpful to you. I hope you give this a try. It smells wonderful, and your linens smell terrific. And on that note, if you like my videos, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss any new uploads, and have a great day. Bye-bye.